What's up, T-Bone? T-Bone Terror. How's your morning, afternoon, whatever time it is over there? How are you doing? What up, playa? No one talks like that. What am I saying? Well, maybe like 15 years ago in certain parts around the world. What are you working on, T-Bone? What's the name of your game? What kind of game is it? Royal says he's stuck in traffic and late for work. Oh, no. We are going to be playing Horrorville today. I was messaging on Discord. I forgot you guys can't see that. You guys just see Horrorville. Okay. We're going to get started in just a second. Nightmare 505, how are you doing? T-Bone Terror says it's a Final Fantasy style, doing a lot of video editing because I'm putting myself into it. Lots of movie sequences. Oh, okay. A Final Fantasy style RPG, but with lots of movies? Sugar Zuzu, how are you? I'll be over here. Waiting for my brain to kick into gear. Waiting for this coffee to do its magic on me. Yes, and then we'll get to the readings. With a human main character in video game environment. Yeah, Horrorville is great. It's a VX Ace game. Excuse me. It's got its own kind of style, and it's very good at executing puzzles. So good, in fact, that I'm having trouble beating the game. I played it for like a while. Was it like 90 minutes the first time, and I couldn't beat it. So I'm going to take a part 2 on my first impressions and try to finish it. How's it going, Whiteley? Whitley? Whiteley? Whiteley? Alright. What do you guys say we jump into it? 5957 is what the load file says, but I've had to save and load a few times. I think the audio should be set up right. Let me know if you guys can't hear the sound and or if it's too loud. This is our save spot, right? There's an empty case here. The plaque is unreadable. Hello and good morning. How are you, Silver Starlight? Thank you for coming to the stream. The game with the good art design. Yeah, it definitely has its own thing going on. I have, unfortunately, forgot exactly where we're at and what we're supposed to be doing. A bizarre statue. If I remember correctly, I was lost anyway. I was playing this. I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and ran around for a little bit and then gave up. Probably, and by a little bit, I mean for 90 minutes. I made progress. I got, I think, like most of the way or halfway through it. But we're going to bumble around until we figure out something else. So with the permission of Zeus, Hades erupted from the earth and found Persephone, the goddess of vegetation and spring, collecting flowers. Hades quickly grabbed Persephone, kidnapping her and taking her with him to the underworld. The doorknob is broken and won't turn. Vino, how are you doing? Part 1 should be uploaded now. Doorknob's broken. There's a safe spot here, but there's nothing interactable. It seems like this has something hidden here under the floor or something. You're a week behind on the YouTube stuff? Yeah, it happens. Especially when we put like arbitrary schedules on ourselves. Silver says, I remembered you found a key in that abandoned toilet bowl. Ah, right. We had to put our hand in the green slime. No worries, Nightmare. There was something down at the bottom, right? These statues, and we found like an emblem or something. Medallion. So we found a medallion, but I don't know what to do with it. We can place it here. Nothing else works on these statues, just the medallion. My brother was raging at Fortnite. Alright, we're gonna leave the medallion on the kimono lady. I'm just not sure what we're supposed to do at this point. If you have any suggestions, I'm reading comments. Good morning, Kima. How are you today? How's life treating you, Kima? Mikey. Or Makey. Makey? Don't forget the moving statue. Yeah, I interacted with it several times, Silver. I don't understand, like, it just says a bizarre statue, and it moves around. As I have progressed through the game, it's moved around. Fortnite rage is tearing the world apart. You gonna get a haircut? Awesome, Nightmare. I need to get a haircut too, don't I? Oh, do what you can do, Nightmare. You gotta live your life. Live your life, bro. We read this. I would like to figure out this next part. When Fortnite first came out, PUBG was still bigger than Fortnite. And I was looking at it and I was like, well, this kind of has some like Minecraft elements. I bet this is going to be big. Cobwebs, check. Torn wallpaper, check. But no ghosts. And I was like, well, I bet I can get a lot of subs if I turn into a Fortnite channel. I was like, I don't really like this game that much, though. That's the problem. Like, no, broken wood. There's no way of getting past it. Nothing against those who like it. That's fine. A lot of people do. So this is the way out, right? And I don't think we're supposed to leave this place. Like, the next part of the puzzle is in that house. But man, I just walked around that house for like 30 minutes in the last episode, and I couldn't figure out anything that was changing. If you're not careful, something bad might happen. Right, nothing changes. I have to go into the mansion, I'm pretty sure. This map you should be able to move faster. That'd be cool. Because it's just big, long, straight lines, you know? And you come in the mansion. And we made progress in the mansion, too. We did things in the mansion. Long spoopy words. The woods are spoopy. Fortnite is boring to watch, just fun to play. Fair enough. I think that's why Overwatch never caught on. They still have a lot of viewers, but like trying to watch people compete in Fortnite is very, very like jarring. You know, it doesn't have that same thing that the 2D games can capture, like Dota or League of Legends. Those have like a certain something that makes them easier to watch. You know, even if you're not like really good at the game or you're not following the game very much, like you can kind of tell what's going on a little bit in the MOBAs when you're watching 2D MOBAs. But when they went to 3D MOBAs with Overwatch, I didn't really watch that much. But I could still look at like highlights of League of Legends stuff and be like, oh, good play or bad play. Like, I don't play League of Legends anymore, but it still captures something. Doc Weeze, how are you doing, my man? How is life treating you, Doc? How's your Friday going? Have I ever played Starbound? Yes, like 800 hours. Nightmare. Starbound is definitely one of my favorite games. I love Starbound. Terraria is on sale right now. I think for another day. It's $4.99 on Humble Bundle. Check it out, guys. Hashtag not a sponsor. Speaking of that, this video is brought to you by the lovely Patreons at patreon.com. If you'd like to consider backing me, you can visit patreon.com/driftwoodgaming. But yes, Starbound, love it. It's a great game. Guys, do you guys know what to do in this part? Timothy Andrews? Tim, if you're watching right now, what do I do? What's the next part? The statue's moving around, right? He moves from place to place. All of the doorknobs won't turn except for the bathroom, which we already got the key. This book tells us something about Persephone being abducted. I have like an equal amount of hours on Terraria as I do Starbound, but I haven't played Terraria in a long time, so I probably suck at it now. But I hop on Starbound from time to time. I think it's been a few weeks since I've played it, Starbound. But I definitely like the sci-fi. Well, I like that style of game, right? The 2D world survival crafting type thing. Crafting games are always fun. I think that's why I like Path of Exile now, because it's like an action RPG, but it's a lot of crafting. Looks comfy. It's a comfy chair. By the way, that book tells the creation of the seasons. Nice. This is what we call interior decorating. This statue has got some role to play in this, and I don't understand. At one point, I walked out of this room, and then there was a jump scare, and then there was like a boss fight, but I don't know what happened after that. Dragon Quest Builders is your favorite crafting game? I saw that. I did not play it, though. Ahmed Falahi? Yeah, it's actually moves around. It has been moving around throughout the entire thing. But I can't seem to make it move anymore. And I've interacted with, I feel like, everything. So I'm at a loss, and this is kind of where I ended the episode last time. And this is just another look at it to see if, one more time to go through, to see if I missed something. It has to be something to do with the statues and the medallions, right? You gonna play Dead by Daylight? Cool. Cool, bro. From the haircut. Yeah. Let's climb the stairs. What's in here? An empty case here. The plaque is unreadable. Oh, it's this dude. Oh, right. This is Pink Fiend emerged, and I think we died here. Alright. Let's do some heal damage to him. He took no damage. Oh no. We need to heal ourselves because we're gonna die. He hit so hard. Maybe we should run. He took no damage. And we died. The music's good in this. How low do I have it? Let me open this sound mixer. Well, I have it turned up, but it's low on here. Check this out. Was that it? Trolling me, game. You're trolling me. Let's try again. Let's continue from where we didn't accomplish much, right? We walked around, we went everywhere but this. Oh, there's a statue. There's a statue again. We did the bird thing, right? This is where we got the medallion. This is a cool puzzle. There he is. There's the big head dude. Doorknob is broken. There's a hidden passageway here. It looks like it leads up to the next floor. Let's go. There's the statue. Just moves on its own. Wait, there's multiple? There's multiple. This is a different bathroom. It's like the next floor. Steckman's Cringe World 666. Welcome to the stream. We're playing part 2 of our first impressions on Horrorville. I never beat it the first time I played it. Oh no, don't kill me! Don't! So, I'm just running. This is new. I played it 3 weeks ago. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was like a 90-minute live stream, and then I worked on my project, I think. Got the comb medallion. Oh, we found the second medallion. Guys, we're making progress. Fantastic. I just needed to climb the stairs. Oh, no. No. Big nose pink man, please don't eat me. Whoa, there's a large hole in the floor. It looks like it may reach all the way down to the ground floor. You may be able to reach it by using the vine. Do you want to climb down? No, because there's more up here. As long as Big Nose Pink Man doesn't try to kill me. Oh, come on, Pink Man. Come on, Pink Man. Be cool, Pink Man. Pink Man. Oh, man. There we go. No, Pink Man. I have an idea. What if I go in here and come out? Oh, it's broken now. What does this book say? It looks like someone was reading it fairly recently. How can you tell? Take a look. And so Satan traveled to a realm unknown only as Georgia. It would seem that he was behind schedule and in need of a soul to take. Is that a parody to Devil Went Down to Georgia? You know what you could do is put like a little violin, an old dusty violin, like on the corner right there. That would kind of fit the book's text. Charles and Nico, how you doing, man? How's your game coming? You working on a project right now? How's your weekend? The doorknob is broken and it won't turn, but creepy pink man is gonna eat us. Oh wait. He has a random pattern to his movement. I can maybe. Oh, do you guys see those ninja skills? I'm not scared. You're scared. I think we have to take the vine and go down because the door, the door handle locked behind us. So we have to go this way. And go down here now. Yep. Ooh, the other medallion. The flower medallion. Hey, I can see the house from here. It's the... You can put the violin on the top left and you'll see it from here. Wait a minute. So, if this isn't the way out, how do I get back to the place with the dudes with the medallion? Is the handle now open? Can I go back now? No. You're stuck here forever. Yada 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 yada. We should save it. I feel like we made some good progress this time. Catrick, it starts a combat. It starts a fight with him, and he kills us in 2 to 3 hits, and we can't do anything to damage him. That's what happens if you touch him. Oh, the secret passage, yes. Doorknob is broken. Shadow115, how are you today? Are you ready for this weekend? Are you ready for the Fridays? All of them, all of the Fridays. Ninga moves. It's an open book. It looks like someone was reading it fairly recently. How do you tell that someone was reading it fairly recently? That's what I don't get. Distraught with grief over the death of his lover, Izanagi descended to the underworld in search of her. There he found his dear Izanami, who told him to return to the surface. Izanagi then used a comb to brush back her hair. With her hair brushed aside, her face was revealed to be rotting and covered with maggots. It was too late. Yeesh. Any jump scares yet? There was one at the end of the last episode, but it wasn't really like a jump scare. It just kind of like startled me how it was presented. I didn't expect the purple man to be there right outside the door. You have to look at the end of the last episodes. Luckily, this game isn't full of jump scares. I think a game can only get away with one, potentially two jump scares in the whole project, and this game hasn't had any intentional jump scares. It's just one part kind of seemed like a jump scare. Why you need to change the background, eh? I think the books could be clues to which statue to put which medallion, perhaps. That's an idea. Let's put the comb medallion on that one. Or maybe we put the comb on this one. Because the woman, right? We combed her hair. But let's put a flower on her. And then, of course, we're going to put the fiddle. Probably need to... Yeah, we need to put the comb on her. A powerful looking man flower. We put the comb on her. Yeah. Oh, it's a battle. Death's statue emerged. Let's heal the enemy, which will deal damage. 95 damage. Death statue sweeps his scythe. Good, he's not super overpowered. Use his heal. We take 21. Let's attack him. Bang. Oh no, he drained 57. We're gonna have to poison ourselves. That's regen. Alice is poisoned. Oh gosh. He keeps draining our life. How much does our attack do? Not as much as his drain. Let's heal him again. If he keeps attacking us with his scythe, we're gonna be fine. But if he steals our life, we could be in a bad situation. Heartless, how are you doing today? Thanks for coming to the stream. Smooth jazz. The music's good in this game. The art style's interesting. I like the idea that because we're undead, healing, which normally restores our life, damages everything. And poison, which usually is a damage over time, is like a regen effect. That's interesting. I got 0 candies. What? Why 0? Get out of the way, death statue. Ain't nobody got time for that. There's a treasure chest. Huh? It looks like whatever was locked in here was already taken. What? There's some kind of secret passageway behind this wall. Go inside? Yeah. Well, what else am I going to do? You enter a long, dark, thin pathway. You can't see in front or around you. You feel along the wall as you move. Ah, was that something slimy? You continue onward. You reach what feels like a ladder of some kind. Go up the ladder? Yes. You go up the ladder. Dum 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 doo 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 doo. Where's the hallway down? We just teleport here? That would be a little bit cooler if you come up and then there's like some noticeable thing. Whatever. This is a generator? There's a generator here. Turn it off? No, not yet. Wait. Maybe we have to. Yes. What does that do? There's a little trampoline here. You may be able to use it to get over the fence, but you won't be able to get back unless you go through the mansion again. Not yet. What does this tree do? Nothing? What does this thing do? Nothing? It's probably just turn off the generator. The generator. Yeah, that's probably it. Hey, I was just joking about the secret passage. You actually got through? Yeah, we did. Very spoopy. This is more of a puzzle adventure with a horror theme. It's not really designed to scare you, you know, which I like. Very, very good. I think Timothy's done a fantastic job with this VXA's title. I keep wanting to say RPG Maker MV. So, after we turn off the generator, I'm not sure what to do at this point. I do want to find a save point. We gotta watch out for... Here we go, let's save it. Gotta watch out for a big, purple, big-nosed dude. The doorknobs are still broken. What does turning off the generator do, actually? Are we supposed to go back into town? Are we done in here? Doesn't seem to change the bizarre statues. Take care, Nightmare. Have a good haircut. Time to get styling. So this just puts us a loop around, right? The secret passage no longer works. So what happens if you jump over the fence, but you don't turn off the generator? That secret passage, does it still work? I would like to think it does. Alright. Oh, right. Silver Starlight. Oh my god. You're correct. It's all coming back to me now. Alright, let's get off this. Let's get out of here because we're basically done now in the mansion. I wish I was good at Photoshop. Photoshop's pretty easy to get a handle on. It's hard to master, but there's some tutorials online. You could look at some tutorials. I know how you won't get better at Photoshop by not using it. Oh man, pink scary guy. I just need to get over there. Can I just... oh, sorry. Can I run? Can I run? I just want to run. Yes. Oh no. Come on, let me get away. Down. Oh, come on, pink scary guy. Quit trolling me, bro. No! Oh, I made it. At least you can run. Thank you for that. Thank you. That's much appreciated. We need to get out of this house. It's giving me claustrophobia. I'm getting very claustrophobic in this house now. Maybe you can bribe him? No, we have to do the pacifist run and spare him. Let's go to the electric gate, and now we'll be able to climb it or pass it or something like that, because we disabled the generator for it. Gonna need a high charisma check for bribing. Alright, where was that other house? The house. Is the detective? The mummy detective? Seen anything strange around here, kid? Define strange. Oh. Close your head. You know what I mean. Close your head. What? How is it still working? Sorry, this way is closed. These electric gates were ordered by Mayor Finkelheim himself. There's no way anyone can get these gates unless someone turned off the generators, powered them. But, hey, forget I said that, okay? I turned the generators off, powering them. Oh, maybe there's 4 generators. What? We turned off one of the 4 generators? Where's the others? What am I supposed to do now? The area is blocked by zappy gates. The other house is up that way. Yeah. We read all of this. Horrorville, Shiver Street. Shiver Street! Don't talk to me, pleb. I'm the queen of memes on the nethernet. Well, fine. So we've got 1 out of 4. This game is bigger and larger than I thought at first. Hey kids, spare some HP. It's no fun if you just give it. Oh no. Sarcastic succubus emerged. Let's try to heal her. Does it do anything? She takes a lot of damage. She drains 16 HP. Say Drift, you played Cassia and RPG on RPG Maker? I may have. There's like 300 games I played on RPG Maker, so... Is that all you got? Maybe? She doesn't hit very hard, so I could probably just spank her. There she goes. 10 candies? Whoa, she's loaded. Poor succubus. Mr. Drifty, can I ask a question? Sure. Is this a secret hatch? Found something. How dare you? Who are you? Who sent you? What is Hades? Has the government finally come for me? Listen to me, little skeleton. Trust no one. Our conversation is being tapped and they're using the airwaves. There's a top secret order in the upper government to put chemicals in the blood we drink. I'm not even kidding. Do you see what I mean? That's how they get you. All these creepies are just meant to distract the public. You're all falling victim of the new underworld order. Everything around us is merely a simulation. We're in a video game, little girl. We're lines of code in a machine. The universe is a lie. The only way to save yourself is by buying my patent supplements. Welcome, little girl. We don't often have visitors down here. Welcome to the official headquarters of the suit. That's the secret underground investigation team. We're all about uncovering the top secret shadow government. All those creepies running amok. The government is covering up the truth. Those creepies, the sounds in the distance, the blackouts, it's all connected. You know exactly what we're dealing with, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right, aliens. Aliens are invading the underworld. They're performing experiments on the undead. Experiments. For what purpose? Who knows? That's what they're trying to figure out. Oh gosh. Well, what are you guys selling? What do you got to sell? We found the conspiracy theorists. What is this guy selling? Oh, come on. No, not again. Come on. No. Do you like farming games? Yes, I love farming games. That old bridge over there broke. Now there's no way to get to the generator. Mayor Finkelheim is gonna be so mad. It wasn't me, I swear. Obtain 20 candies. That's cool. There's a rock here. Maybe you can just aim it. Maybe if you aim it just right, you can turn off the generator across the chasm. Throw the rock, yeah. Bang. Come on, get it. Get it. No. Cool. Ow, it hit a ghost. The ghost falls down here. Listen, that's cool, sound effects. The ghost falls, hits the dude. The cat sees it, gets freaked out, scared. Jumps on the big troll guy. The troll guy runs like crazy, and he runs into the car. The car falls off the cliff and smashes the generator. Fantastic. That's how you do a move event. That was great. Well, that takes care of that. 2 down. 1 to go. No, 2 to go. That was really cool. Yeah. That took some effort to get just right. Alright, so that's cool. Let's save it. That was progress. Oh, hey kiddo, having fun? Don't forget to let @Horrorville know what you think of the game. I've heard they've been busy bees making sure this all runs smoothly. You're just dying to hear your feedback. I think we talked to him too last time. I remember that little plug. So we were here before. We came up this way. And there's a generator at the end of the mansion, and there's a generator with a very cool move event cutscene. But what about this? Sleeping Ghoul. I don't really get any of this stuff, but I like hearing that guy talk. Long ago, there was a world of immeasurable suffering. Death created this world so that we may be at peace. Okay. Is there any, like, the underworld, the world we know of today, crafted by Death himself so that we may seek refuge from the before world. Is there anything I can interact with over here besides the text? Oh, you can run in here. Okay. The before world, a place of great suffering where one hungers and falls ill. Maybe the graveyards do something. Like, maybe there's something I'm missing in these tombstones or something. Something strange about this grave. What? Oh, great. Grumpy gravestone emerged. Okay, let's attack it. Get off my lawn, you darn kids. It just says that. It just gets furious and says that. Okay. They don't want the player to die here. Oh, it does throw rocks, so there's a chance that it can hit us. Okay. Makes sense. Winnie candies. It looks like it dropped something. A cursed crook. What? Can we put that on? No. What about here? No. What about here? What about here? Nope. What does that mean? It's a key item then, huh? Well, where is it? Oh, it's a weapon. Cursed crook of a mummy. Oh, let's go talk to the mummy. But first, let's take a look at all of these gravestones. Was the mummy looking for his crook? A weapon, you dummy. Oh, okay. Well, I tried to put it on, and it didn't act as a weapon. Is there anything in the trash can? You checked the trash can, but it's empty. Ah, darn. Where's the mummy? I saw him not too long ago. Let's find the mummy. Two of them are down. Halfway there. Where is the mummy hiding? I've got his crook. I do. Mummy? Apparently he doesn't care about that crook. Oh, now we could go... No, we could go in there already. It's just a conspiracy, dudes. Alright, let's check the gravestones here. I didn't check every one of them. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm missing something. How about the side quest mummy girl? Probably Path of the Stream. As soon as I find that NPC again, I will try to talk to her, it. Star Mage! How are you doing, Star Mage? How's your game? You working on another project? We need the 6th element. You have to write the script, Star Mage. Write the script for the 6th element and send it in to Warner Brothers. And you have to make a hit movie called The 6th Element based on your game. Alice, you found it. My cursed crook. Thank you. Quest complete. I'd love to repay you. Would you like for me to come with you on your quest? Yeah! Oh, it's our quest to find our dog, that's right. Let Raps come with you? Heck yeah! Party member. You gained Rap Shot. A fear leader, I love it. Cures paralysis and blindness for 1 ally. Yeah, boy. And she uses the Curse Crook. It just so happens we have a spare Ring of Magics for her. Excuse me. She's level 4. Oh, you're working with Barry. Right. You said something about that last time. Is this the same Barry that made the turtle game? That one turtle game? Because that was fantastic. It was very trippy, too. Yeah. He's a good artist. He/she. It's a guy, right? He's a guy. So we've got 2 of the 4 generators broken, and we've got a party member joining who has joined us. I don't know my next step though. I've got to find the generators. The mansion seems to have been depleted. What do I think of first-person battle? It's fine if you do it right. If you make the battle creative. In the underworld, we worship death, both conceptually and as a figure. Does that surprise you? No, not really. Kind of expected that. Drunk Guy 25, what's up? How's life treating you, Drunk Guy? So now that we have this mummy, do other people say different stuff to us? Like, does this change anything? I don't want to talk to that guy. He's going to do the same thing. What if I say no? That's right. So it doesn't matter what you say. He says the same thing. Okay. I'm going to assume that this other guy says the same thing too. Mummy? Meet little mummy. Timmy the mummy. Nope, the same thing. Maybe we can get across here? Nope, we already smashed that gin. We smashed the Jenny. You gave your character a map slash animation? That's cool. Did I check all these piles? I think I did. What are you playing? This is Horrible by Timothy Andrews. It is a cute RPG Maker VX Ace game. Do we have to go back to the mansion? I don't see... I don't want to go back to the mansion. I spent so much time in the mansion already. And you walk slow there for some reason. Maybe we go back here. Yeah, let's go back to town and talk to people. I swear to death, it better not be that slime salesman again. We don't want to buy things. Go away. Oh, you look a little under the weather, dearie. It's a terrible night to have a curse. The abandoned... Oh, the generator! There's another generator. What does this guy say? Sophie says nothing. Yes. Okay, then. Were we supposed to say no? Turn off the generator. Well, we found the third one. Sophie, the pumpkin, a few words. Yeah, 0 words. Nothing in the trash can and a locked door. That's okay. We found the generator. We need one more Jenny. One more generator. They say this town is one of the oldest in the underworld. At the very least, the clock tower has been here for longer than anyone can remember. Though no one has stepped inside for a millennia. Really, that long. Oh yeah, I forgot the lampposts attack you here. Streetlight. It's alright, Streetlight. I got some backup this time. Plus I'm a higher level, I think. Slain it. It has been slain. Whoa. A selection of delightful plants, some mean, some green, some downright extraterrestrial. Can we go in? Must resist urge to buy flowers. Okay. Apparently not. Uh-oh. Hey, kid. What do you say we play a little game for 20 candy? I'll let you open one of these chests. You might get something good, or you might not. Well, why not? Alright, go ahead then. Pick any chest you want, and only one. That one. Got something I haven't decided yet. What? What do you mean, something you haven't decided yet? What is that? What? What? Timothy. You have to say my name. Moonchild. Wait, should I do this again? Okay, let's try the middle this time. 50 candy! It paid for one more try, maybe. No, we're still down 10 if we get nothing. Go ahead, any chest you want. Ah, too bad you didn't get... Ah, whatever. This place is a scam. I invested 60 and only pulled out 50. And an item that hasn't been decided yet, whatever that means. So I lost 10 candies. Moral of the story, don't bet on RNG, you're just going to lose all your candy. Bonds. These officer cats are all upset. Something about some weirdos causing mayhem. What else is new in Horrorvale? What a waste of time. Bonds is too cool for everybody. No one's here? Or is it Labor Day? The music got dead. The music died. We're in the elevator? It's the controls for the elevator. Go up, yes. Wonder if it has exploit safeguard? Yeah, you can just save it and then keep trying. I don't feel like loading and loading and loading and loading for that Heartless, but something we could try. Whoa, wait a minute. The lights are flickering, and now we've got some little girl in the elevator with us. Why are little girls so creepy? And she's gone. Yeah, Ren. Like, save the game and then go spend all your money and see what you get. And if you like it, you keep it. If you don't, you just load the game and do it again in a different order until you get something you like. We found the 4th generator. We are at the roof. We are at a roof somewhere. This is a nice scene. I like that parallax background. So much good art in this game. There we go. 4th generator. Oh, that's a big smile. Mark the murderer. Oh, gosh. Let's attack him. That's a good smile. Ow! 120 something damage. We better put some regen on Alice. It's a good thing we have wraps. Otherwise, we'd probably be dying in a lot of these fights. Oh no, we got paralyzed. Blessing of Isis. $108 damage. Got him. Yippee, yippee, gimme, gimme. There we go. Wait, if he murders you, then that means he's reviving you? That's the 4th generator. Yes. Let's save the project. Save the game. And see if we can get past and into the mansion. We can get into the mansion. Finally. Oh, that's it. Well, how was it? Did you have fun? Unfortunately, this is where the demo ends. Fear not, you see, this is only the beginning. If you want to see what happens, well, I suppose you'll just have to wait. I do hope we can meet again, yes. When you've got the full game, that's really up to you, isn't it? Bye-bye. Music by Matthew Rock, art and game design by Dustin Andrews. And scripts by these people. I don't do scores, but I give this a high score. Very, very cool game. It's not what you would expect from your typical horror RPG Maker game. It's very cute. The puzzles are well done. The battles are balanced. It's not overly hard. It's fantastic. It's a great little demo. I recommend this. The link is in the description below if you want to check out the demo. I don't know if it's fully released yet. Timothy, get back to me on when you're going to release this. And if you have a version chapter 2 demo or like a YouTuber demo or something that shows more of this game, I will definitely check it out in like a month from now if you want. Because it's fantastic. And I like this. This is cool. It's very, what is it? It's clever in a lot of spots. Like how the healing does damage on undead and how poison is your regeneration. I know I've said that before, but it's still a thing, you know. The art is really good. That's probably its biggest selling point. It's very cohesive, and it doesn't really feel like a VX Ace game. It feels very nice. Very nice. It's a horror parody, not really a horror, says Heartless. Yeah. What do you guys think of this game? You can let @HorrorVale know, too, if you want to. Add him on Twitter. Link him this live stream or when the video comes out. Let him know what you'd like to see in the full release. People are shifting to a thumbs up or thumbs down for some reviews or a star rating. Yeah, it's true. I don't understand the number score because everything is a 7, right? Everything is a 7 when you put the number score. People are afraid to go, like, they could be like, this game was terrible, blah, 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 7. Like, what? Why would you say? Or this is a fantastic game, blah, 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 7. Like, what's the point of putting a number on it, right? So I don't really want to do that. I give this game a thumbs up. The generators are kind of hard to find, that's true, but that adds satisfaction to finding one, right? This is a very, very good game. I hope it does see like another 3 or 4 chapters put in. Like this would be chapter 1, and then like 3 or 4 more just like this, and then on Steam for like, you know, $14.99 or something. And then when it goes on sale, that's where they'll make a lot of money. Anyway, that's going to do it for Horrorville. We still have some time for the live stream. I'm going to work on my project a little bit. If you guys want to stick around, that's awesome. Let's go ahead and put on the full window capture. And we're going to find some music to play. We can turn off the VX game window in a second. Kane Rebel, thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you enjoyed the first impressions. They could change the locations on the full game, perhaps, or just add more to it. Let this first one, you know, be what it is, because it's designed well. Huh? Project? Yeah, I'm working on a project. Oh no, I'm shrinking! All right. Let's do some beta testing. Let's jump and beta test the project. Yeah, just relax. Work on your game a little bit or just chill. It's Friday, guys. We're gonna chill. It's gonna be pretty chill. We're gonna do some beta testing on our project as well. Snah. In the last episode, we changed the traveling merchant to actually have random stuff. Let me see if I have this open. There we go. So he should be selling randomized stuff after the first, what did I change it to? Every minute. So at the first minute of the game, he sells everything, pretty much. But then, after the first minute and every minute after that, it just picks like from 5 different sets of things. So right off the bat, I'm gonna buy a little bit of raw meat, 20 stone, 20 wood logs, and a little bit of raw fish, and a little bit of spring water. That'll get me going. In this episode, before I run out of time, I do want to link up the map I made as one of the random dungeons. And add the blacksmith. So we have the tinkerer, the sushi chef, the traveling merchant, and the blacksmith. Because we already have him and we've done all the stuff. I just put him in an event that hasn't been linked. So I need to do that. A quest board, that's a good idea. So let's unlock the tinkering craft system. Love Jinx New Sprite. That was made by Royal Crown Code. This one was made by Hidden One, the Battler. Oh, we started at level 7, I forgot. That's fine. We're going to be starting at 1 in the actual game. Level 1. That Sprite is available. Download for free. It was made by T, my wife, my lovely wife. We got the Tinkerer's kit, and now we have crafting. And we have a level 1 keystone because I gave it to me as a dev in an event, but the player would not normally have this. They'd have to get a diamond and 1,000 coins. So I'm going to pretend that I don't have the keystone. I'm actually going to be accumulating quite a few of them because every time I enter a certain part of the game, it gives me one, which I use for saving time when I'm debugging and testing stuff. Some optional fights in there for the player to level up with. So you get a chest of picks here. The player will also start with some That's how you'd get a diamond. The player starts with some picks and a chest of picks. Let's buy the lumber mill and the mines. Oh, I got a message from Cry's History yesterday. The graveyard is almost done, guys. She is making a map, he or she, for the graveyard, and it looked fantastic from the little screenshot that I seen. So it's also going to be a little demo for it. So I'll play the demo on stream, and then we'll add the maps maybe next week sometime. So the graveyard's going to be a little area, and we'll get Undead Doggo at the end of it, and I'll have to make some skills and stuff for him. Please replace Jinx Sprite with something awesome. No way, your Sprite is awesome, Royal. I'm not saying we'll never change it, but until we find something way better, I'm not going to replace it. Because I like it, actually. Oh, I don't have the money to buy the farm. Now I should have the money. It's right on the cusp. There it is. Spend my last 1,000. But we're getting food rations from the... What is it called? The sushi chef and the chef. And this provides a raw fish every 2 minutes. And this provides either raw meat, leather, or wool every minute. Every minute. Raw meat / 1 minutes. Does it provide only raw meat, or does it give me leather and wool? I thought it gave me leather and wool. I forgot which way I changed it. Ah, it didn't tell me, because it skipped it so quick. But if we have any leather or wool, then we'll know it does give that as well. Also, the player won't start with all of this. They'll start with just the white shirts. These are 1 out of 100 drops from the enemies that give the player skills and bonuses. Another thing I was thinking about adding, that was your first attempt ever at spriting. Good job. It's nothing like, wow, but it's like it fits the purpose, right? It's just a little glowing thing. And so we're just going to assume that you're a natural. You're a natural. Did we get a diamond? We're going to pretend that we mined up a diamond and we crafted a keystone. And we're going to use it. Can you give some examples? Let me see. Are RPG type games that don't have leveling systems rare? I'll give you the best example. Faclop. Ultima Online. Like that whole system where there's no level system. There is a character building and a character progression system. You have stats, you have your strength, your dex, and intelligence, and you have a cap. You level them all up a little bit, depending on what you want to be. Like, if you want to be like a tank or something, you would get mostly strength and dex and a little bit of intelligence. But if you wanted to be a mage, you would probably have just a little strength and then dex and mostly intelligence. So you level up your stats, but your character never goes up to like level 2 character. It just stays the same. But it has a skill system. So there's like 50 skills or something like that. Maybe not that many, but there's a lot of different skills, and they all go up from 0% to 100%, and then I think they go up past that a little bit extra, like 110%, 120%, depending on the version of Ultima you're playing. But you could just imagine a skill system between 0 and 100%. I didn't need to do that again. Whatever. And as you use the skills, it goes up. So there was no official level system, but there was still character progression in an RPG. You need that progression. So Ultima, the Ultima series, and culminating to its final thing, Ultima Online, was really a fantastic approach on how to do an RPG without a formal leveling system. And I really enjoyed it. Oh, wow, we got a 1 out of 100 drop on that. Haunting Memory Soulstone is a 1 out of 100. Fantastic. Since I found it in the game, I'll equip it. I'll actually put it on Jinx. Huh, I need to change this so that it doesn't let me walk right here. Instead, it lets me walk right there. You can still see that's the exit though, right? Because the light's coming from it. I guess it's not too bad. All of these are just randomly picking, so when I proceed to the next level, the dungeon level goes up, so the enemies that I'm fighting go up. But it picks a random map. Jinx is one-hitting everyone? Yeah, because they started at level 7. I accidentally forgot to change before the beta test. But I've already found a few things that we need to address. So we're fighting level 2 stuff at level 7. We're definitely going to be smashing. I really need to stress this too. When you're working on a project, you have to beta test your own project a lot. And please don't send your project for other people to test until you've tested it yourself quite a bit. Especially after you just deploy it. Like, deploy it and then test the deployed version, not just the playtest in game as well. Like, you play test it in game, yeah, but when you deploy a game, you need to test that version to see what crashes and if anything changes in the deployed version from the playtest version. Because it can. It can change. And if you're going to remove resources, do it manually, not automatically. Hey, Don. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the compliments. It's coming together. Project's coming together. Is there a limit to how many soul stones a player can have? If there isn't, they might be a bit overpowering in the long run. Well, I don't think the number of soul stones is going to overpower them, make them overpowered, because each soul stone only gives 3 abilities, maybe some special ones will give 4, and like a small amount of stats, or maybe like state resistances or something. So each character can only have 1 equipped at the same time. Right? So even if I had a bunch, keep in mind that I really only have 1 right now, because I started with all these, like, just because I gave them to myself at the beginning, like, these are cheated in, basically. If I was officially beta testing, I'd be level 1, and I wouldn't have any soul stones most likely, because I got lucky with the 1 out of 100 drop on the first one. Oh, you like that animation? I made that for a different project I was working on. It was a project that I was kind of messing with for almost 2 years, and then eventually gave up on. So it wasn't a total waste, because I learned a ton through the process of making that project, and it went through several like rebuilds and different versions of MV, different versions of RPG Maker MV, and as the Pixie engine changed, and the RPG Maker integration of the Pixie engine and the libraries were updated, it became less and less stable, especially with the combination of plugins that I had. So it became harder and harder to get Dungeons of Driftwood working correctly. So instead of completely abandoning the idea, I started a new project called Natural Explorers, and I'm taking the things I've learned from that project and I'm incorporating them into this. This whole dungeon generation system was like an idea that spun off from like the third iteration of Dungeons of Driftwood. So this game is only what it is because of that project, right? And I still have that project to get action sequences I made for it and put it into this project because they never actually saw the light of day. Triple emerge, bang, bang. And then one more where he goes up to him. Bang. That was our our compromise on not breaking the entire action sequence buff states core system for that dig move, because that was an adaptation of Yanfly's jump tips and tricks video, and we changed it, but it didn't quite work the way. So initially, it was to make a Dragoon jump, disappear, and then land and hit and go back. When I changed a few things, I think I broke it. And because I wanted to make it so that the Tunnel Rat would dig, and then be untargetable for a turn, and then emerge, and then that would be one time. But we went through an episode where we worked on that for like 40 minutes to try to fix that bug, and we eventually came to the point to where it's a triple hit now, and it doesn't make it so that the players can't target the Tunnel Rat while the Tunnel Rat appears to be there, which is very weird. So we fixed the weirdness to it, kind of, because now it does a triple emerge attack. So it disappears, it emerges, it hits again, and then it does what it's supposed to look like. So it's like turning your bugs into features system. Is that going to be that way for the entire game? I don't know. I don't think it'll get released like that, but for now, that's where we're going to leave it. Demon Master. Oh no. Everyone obey. Proceed to the next level. So here's level 7 creatures. What did we have? Level 8 creatures total? Unravel's really good because it can paralyze. I think that's the one that can paralyze. I put a failsafe in that I need to test. So if we proceed... Oh, we're starving. We have to eat. Forgot about that. Gotta press E to eat, or you can go to the items and eat a food ration. You know what I should do? Is make the burp sound effects optional. I could do that. Call a menu. That turns on or off burp sound effects. The Dank Spider's level 8. We finished him. Excuse me. We finished him or her. Dying. Chomp. The Dank Spider has a combination move that will throw webs on the party. And if they're webbed, then the Thirsty Bite TP move will do like triple damage. Chomp is its regular attack. We didn't see it that time. Got a spider leg. A speeder leg. Do, 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 do. I may need to nerf that move. It's a bit strong. It's weak at the beginning, but it quickly gets powerful. There it is, Thirsty Bite. It did 212 damage, but if it uses its webbing move, it'll be much stronger. Bang. I wanted to see it use its combo. I'm surprised it didn't do its combo. Did I have another treasure chest over here? Opened that one. There was one here. Ah, there we go. Webbing, there it goes. So now, right, I think I changed it back to 60% chance to land. If it does Thirsty Bite on Jinx now, it'll do a lot of extra damage. Not that one, that's its basic. Bang! There it is, 625, because she was webbed and then it went in for the Thirsty Bite. So that was the combination there. I'm glad we got to see that. So we can keep testing it. You can see it doesn't do as much damage when you're not webbed. Weapon Unleash. Bang, bang. Got a critical on it too. So much damage. So let's test the system to see if it sets us back at the first level if we pass the highest we got in the game. So this was level 8. Proceeding to the next level should put us on 9, but because there is no 9 yet, it should put us back on 1. And it put us back on 1. Okay, so that's the full circle of the game progress right now. So that was like almost a full beta test. I mean, there's some other things, but very few things. Crafting, messing with the crafting system would be another thing. We can make that, we can make that. What do we need for this? Leather, fox fur, and bolt of cloth to make the next tier of armor. Okay, so that was a pretty good beta test. And about how long was that beta test? Probably like 15-20 minutes for the whole game so far. So the game's duration is about 15 minutes. If you like do everything really quickly. Alright, let's fix some of the things. There was one map that I remember that I wanted to change a little bit, just so that the exit was more standout-ish, or like I mean, you're not really going to miss it, but I just felt like, right here. I felt like I didn't want the player to be able to walk right here. That or copy this. So this is also the exit. You know what I can do is just copy this event and put it right here and make this a 2-tile wide exit. Things haven't been initialized if I just start here, but it should still let me do things. Right. I go down. Okay. It works fine. Okay. That was one thing. What else was there? Okay, Zayman, you made it to the stream. You'll have to watch it on YouTube, I guess. Default crit is broken. Triple damage plus bonus by luck state. Yeah, I've changed it. I think if you put in the battle engine core, it automatically fixes that. And if it doesn't, then it's probably you put in critical control. I don't know if I put crit control in, but there's a plugin from Yanfly called critical control. I have counter control, which I'm not actually doing anything besides plug and play the counter system. You could probably make an interesting game if you get like a system of counterattacks right. Like there could be a lot of strategy with just using counter control plugin. I'm not really using it too much, unfortunately. I just put it in there to allow for correction of counterattacks. And some manual control. I'll probably add the critical control later on. I'm interested to see how things will work if I turn off armor scaling. I'm going to do a balance test real quick if I start at level 1. And I don't have damage armor scaling on. I've balanced around armor scaling. What was the other thing that I wanted to fix before I do another beta run without armor scaling? There was something else. I should have stopped playing right then and fixed it because I always forget. There was one thing that I was like, okay, gotta do this, gotta fix this. We talked about the new map Cry's History is working on. Do counters have animations that can be edited? I think it's... You can edit them in several ways. You can get a weapon animation plugin from Yanfly and change the sword or weapon that is being used to illustrate. You can even draw your own weapon animations in. You can use Yanfly's Weapon Unleash plugin to do attack replace, and using Lunatic code you can set conditions has been countered or is counterattack. I forgot the actual syntax, but if you look at the buff states core and some very basic JS, you can put together something. Oh, I was going to link up a map. That's right. This dungeon needs to be added to the entire set of dungeons. So this chest, does it work off the same switches? It does. And this exit. Let's look at our, if we're going to integrate it, we need to take this event really, copy this one, put it here, and then side by side, what's different? This is going to do all the things that we need to run. Now, what does this map need that's special? A control switch level 1 reset turn on. So we can copy this for here. So we can add that to when we exit or when we proceed to the next level from here. The rest is fine. So we can delete this one and put this here. And this one up here is a copy of the other one, right? So we can delete this one and put this one over here. And this will be the first one that has a boss fight in it. And I took all the chests out because I wanted to redesign how I did them. I already redesigned them and allocated them in the new set of maps, so now I can distribute them on the one I took them out of originally. So we'll copy this chest 1 and put it on. Start here, so we'll put chest 1 over here. This is 2. Put 1 there. Take chest 3. We'll put chest 3 over here. Let's get chest 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can put that right here. And this is chest 5. And we need level 1 reset switch for this specific map so that the first time you get this chest, it opens an event that gives us the blacksmith. Why the blacksmith is locked in a chest, it doesn't matter. It's part of the story. But after that, we can still open this chest when it's randomly generated, but then it gives 1,000 coins instead. Yeah. I'm going to edit this one and call this one blank. It doesn't need to display anything really until I figure something out. This is going to be called the blacksmith level. I'm also going to put it numerically somewhere in there, so I think this will be 16. Blacksmith map 16. That way I can give it a number, and when I call it from the common event, which I'll do right now, it'll help me stay organized. So from the common event that transfers the player, we'll just add another map, copy here, make an instance for when a variable rolls to number 16, and we'll change the control variable. First we have to change the transfer location to map 16. And we'll change the control variable to allow for it to go to map 16. So the more maps that we add, the less likely it is for the player to get this map, which makes the blacksmith more and more rare, but that's okay. We give the tinkerer like his own little area quickly. So this is a very different map, and it also has a side area, the mini cave, which has a little Easter egg of Jeff. Jeff is in here. And Jeff is going to do something. We could put a little treasure chest in here. Like a one-time only treasure chest. We could do that. Let's do that. And it'll give something different. Not like a enemy drop though. A chest of picks, that's good. Or we'll have it give like fishing poles or saws, because we need to make that and incorporate that into the system too. I think next week we're going to do a lot more. Since we got our dungeon set up on a basic level and we've been making enemies, next week we're going to go back to the simulation side of the game and expand upon that inside the common events and do a lot more eventing, so that our timer systems and our, let's see, farm timer, quarry timer. You can see the farm is pretty simple, but if you go to something like the mine timer, where did I put it? Here it is, mine timer. Well, it's also simple, but it's a little bit more. There's a little bit more going on, because you have another check to see what kind of item you get, if you have the item, and whatnot. So we'll make we already did the quarry like the mine, where it requires an item to use. So we'll take this sort of setup where it requires an item, and we'll change our farm so that it also requires an item to run, and it turns off if it's paused, and it turns off if it doesn't have an item, and it automatically restarts when the player has not paused it but has re-obtained the items. So it automatically will start. If they haven't manually paused it and they ran out of items, but now they got the items, it starts again. So we'll have to figure out what we need for the farm. We'll make items for that. And the same thing with the fish. This one will be much easier, right? We'll probably start with this one. How much time do we got? I think I can do this one right now. Let's update the fishing system so that it requires... Drift guy still play guitar? Yeah. I still play guitar. I left my acoustics in California because I had to move like my entire life to New York, right? So I drove across the country, and I only took what I could take with me in one carload. So I left a lot of my stuff in California, but I brought my Gibson. So I have my electric, which is, you know, it's still the best guitar, even better than all my acoustics. My Gibson Les Paul, it's probably one of my prized possessions. It's a Les Paul custom, yeah. It's a 76 Black Beauty. Or maybe it's a 78. 76, 78, can't remember. It's the two pickup version, not the 3 pickup version. And the pickups have been replaced. I took the originals out, even though they're nice. My dad actually did that. He took the originals out and put DiMarzio pickups in, because they just sound more rock, and rock and roll was the thing at that time, you know. It was like, it wasn't for a bluesy sound, even though it is a bluesy, it does have a bluesy sound. It has more of a little bit more gain for some like classic rock sounding. You got it, Les Paul too? Oh yeah, Gibson is the way to go. Royal says, I'm working on an alternative home for the player. I'll have something. Okay, sure. I like the home I set up though. I mean, it's very basic, but I kind of like it now. It's grown on me. But I'm definitely going to check out what you made and potentially use it, if not repurpose it for something. That'd be cool. let's do this real quick, and then if after the stream I'll take out the Les Paul and show. Maybe I could plug it into the line. That might work. I need a cable. I got all my cables downstairs. Alright, what's he doing? I'm going to make this require an item to run. Eyelashes. Why? You try to kill me. Let's make an item called fishing pole. Do we have anything that looks like a fishing pole? You would think that an RPG resource kit would have a fishing pole, right? We're gonna have to make a fishing pole, Sprite. I don't have time to do the Sprite and this. Let's use a placeholder. This is gonna be our temporary fishing pole. Fishing pole. Fishing pole. This is a regular item. It's not consumable, has no occasion. We are going to actually consume it, but not through this system. The player is not going to actually eat it. Would love to see an acoustic cover someday. Yeah, like I said, all my acoustics are in California. Let's look at the pickaxe, and we'll copy this, and we'll paste this description, and say it's used to harvest resources from the docks. And we'll price it at the same price, 50. We'll make the rate of consumption of the pickaxe, or the fishing poles, a little bit lower. Like, let's say 1 out of 5 they get consumed. The intent of the map I'm working on is in-game for the player to purchase. Oh, nice. Also, what audio mixer do you use? I use a Mackie 402 VLZ4 4-channel mic line mixer with Onyx preamp. With Onyx preamps, analog. So I didn't go with the digital. I paid a little bit more for the analog. I think it was like $99 or something. I really like it. It's really good. It's only 4-channel, but I use 2 for left and right on the microphones, and then I've got, 3 and 4 for line in. It's got 2 XLR connections. I go with the a Blue Yeti Pro XLR, not USB, and then I go one of these. It's using a splitter. I use one that goes into the left channel. Should be the left channel. And then I have an AKG C3000B that I picked up when I worked at a radio station. For recording commercial spots. The Valley's Q96, the #1 hit music station. I used to work there. Also, I used to work at a different radio station, Power 98 Radio. So I have this going into the right channel, so I can have like a weird panoramic thing if I go into the left channel, and then I go to the right channel, and then I go... Sorry. I don't know what to feel. I'm sorry. We'll stop with that. Yeah, so that's what I use. That goes into an M-Audio, cheap audio interface. I need a new audio interface. Because that goes line in, left channel, right channel, and I've got the gain on that thing on like 1. And then I go USB from that to the computer. So that's like the audio card, DZ audio interface. Converts that analog signal into a digital signal that the computer can interpret live. And I have, before, it actually goes from the Mackie, it doesn't go directly into the audio interface. I have it plugged into my guitar pedals, believe it or not. I have Corona TC Electronics and a Hall of Fame TC Electronics pedals. They're stereo pedals, so it's the reason why I picked those is because they're actually stereo pedals. They're not just like one. Most pedals are just mono, right? So this one's a stereo. It has 2 channels. It goes 2 channels in, 2 channels out. from the chorus, and then 2 channels in, 2 channels out from the reverb, and then that goes into the M audio interface, which goes USB to the computer. So it's like $1,000 of just audio stuff. 2 mics, a mixer, an audio interface, and 2 guitar pedals. So it's $1,000 of audio stuff just to make an okay audio quality. Getting audio right is hard, and I've struggled with it for a long time. I think my right eyeball tried to escape because of the slurp noise. I'm sorry, Rin. I'm sorry. Fishing pole. Let's go to the common events. And require an item. Control variable, fishing timer turn on. So we'll encapsulate the entire thing, conditional branch. If the character has, if the party has the item, a fishing pole. So we'll take the entire contents, cut that, paste that into the condition that says when the player has a fishing pole, do this. You never want to have a parallel process running if it can't complete its objective. So this is not good. This parallel process will cause you problems. So on the else handler, if the player does not have the fishing pole, you need to turn off the fishing timer switch. So we're going to turn off fishing timer 1. We're going to control that switch and turn off fishing timer 1. But the problem arises, was it always that expensive for audio? No, it used to be 10 times this expensive for audio. Now it's a lot cheaper than it's ever been to get like a really good audio setup. Of course, you can get an $8 USB microphone or even 1/8 inch microphone. Plug that in. It's still a microphone, and that works. Also, headsets. This one has a microphone. If I need it, I could use this. It's like a $30, $40 headset. Could use that. I use my microphone on my Razer headset, which was a little bit more, it was like $80. The green one you see back there, that one also has a microphone, which I used for a little while, but it kind of broke and fell apart, and I still kept using it because it was very comfortable. Even though it was like a loose fit, it was very, very comfortable. And like the side started coming off, so I got duct tape, and I duct taped it, and I'm like, no other headset is good because they squeeze my head. This one's like very comfortable, and it was like very loosely on my ears, and I liked it, but it looked like crap, to be honest. And eventually it just got looser and looser, and I'm like, now it's too loose. So T and I both picked up some new headsets, and these are very nice. I like these. What is it? I don't even know what brand it is. Hunter Spider. It's a Hunter Spider brand headset. It's good. It's like $39, I think. And it has a microphone, so I could be using that, and so you don't have to invest $1,000. I'm just saying this is what I have. And I'm still not 100% happy with it. Sometimes it picks up a lot of white noise that I have to minimize in Audacity. On top of that, because my audio interface has like a very terrible gain, it'll cause clipping on my mic. So if I had a better audio interface, this whole thing, I could be louder without clipping. Doc Wee says, I think I might add a lot of skills like the ones in Path of Exile to my game. That would be cool. I like the Path of Exile skill system where it's customizable to the player. You equip gear and you get skills based on that. And if you have certain sockets in the same area, they complement each other, like support skills. That's a fantastic way to do skills. It would be cool if someone made a plugin, a Path of Exile skill system plugin for RPG Maker MV. That would be pretty tight. You could probably do something like that. And with JS, you could do anything. I'm almost out of time. I need to finish this before I run out of time and it's in a bad state. So we have a problem right now, and I know how to fix it. I just got to do it. The problem is when it turns off because we run out of fishing poles, it won't turn back on even if we get fishing poles. So how do we turn it back on? There is a global controller I'm using that checks for these things. So we need to make a condition to check to see if we purchased the fishing area, and if the party has an item now, then we'll turn the switch back on. Very similar to this. So we can copy this one and put it at the bottom. Yeah. So this is running parallel at the beginning of the game. We initialize it a bit, turns on global controller, and this runs every frame of the game to make sure everything runs like it's supposed to. If something's turned off, it gets turned back on if it needs to be turned on at that point. So we're saying if we've purchased the farm, or no, what are the docks? The fish 01 purchased. I believe it's that one. Fish timer 01. Fish 01 purchased, right? So if we purchased it and the fish timer is off, so under these conditions, if we purchase it and the fish timer is off, we need to add another condition. So we'll make a conditional branch inside of here saying, and the party now has a fishing pole. Then what we're going to do is turn back on the switch, the fish timer switch. So if we purchase the fishing docks, but the timer is off, and the party now has a fishing pole, we'll turn the timer back on. Very simple. And we could actually include another thing to let the player pause, but I don't think we need to do that for this. You're only going to use fishing poles for this thing, so why would you not want to do that? One fishing pole, we have another problem. One fishing pole is all the player ever will need to have unlimited fishing. We don't really want that. So we need to change our fish timer so that it checks and it rolls a random number to see if it rolls really low, destroy a fishing pole. We don't want it to destroy every time, so we're going to use a random number to do that. So if we have a fishing pole, the timer's on, it's going to run the timer. If the timer reaches 3,600, which is a minute, then we do other things. One of those things is playing an animation and an icon if the player's on the right map. Otherwise, we award the item. Otherwise, in addition, we award the item and we do some gap window. And we also control the timer to reset it back to 0. So before we actually do all of this, what we need to do is encapsulate this entire thing in a new condition. So we'll set a conditional branch. We have to do a variable change before that. We control variable. We can use the random number generator variable that we're using for other things as well. Maybe we have one that's for rarity check. We could use that, but it's going to be running all the time, so I don't want to use something that could cause a problem somewhere else. We have plenty of variables, and I don't mind manipulating another variable. At some point, you'd want to consolidate how many variables you're using, but I'm not worried about that right now. It's not going to be an issue. So what I'm going to do is the fishing pole roll. So we're going to create a variable called fishing pole roll. We're going to set it to a random number between 1 and 100 because it makes it easy in my brain to handle that percentage. And inside, we'll make a condition that says conditional branch. If that variable, fishing pole roll, is less than equal to 20. So 1 out of 5. Actually, we don't need to use an else handler at all, because this will be a separate process. Because we're already doing the checks to see if the player has a fishing pole. So if we consume a fishing pole, you could still get the drop. It's just going to consume the pole for it. I'm going to be generous in that it lets the player still get the item when the 1 out of 5 chance that it drops. So they're going to get that, but they'll just lose fishing poles over time. So everything is still going to work the same way, but if this roll goes 20 or below, 1 out of 5 chance, it's like rolling a 1 on a D5, it's going to consume a fishing pole. So we'll change items, decrease the party's fishing pole count by 1. Simple. But now, we need to let the player know approximately how many fishing poles they have and how many, or like how many is remaining. Also, we could say that we've lost a fishing pole, but I don't want to do that really. They'll notice the count goes down over time. So on the Gab text, we're going to say that II8 is what? Item icon for item number 8, that's a raw fish, has been produced. The fishing pole is what item? 35. So what we can do is just update this text that already exists and say we need to also control a variable to set the value of how many fishing poles we have. So we're going to say 35 remaining. But we need to include a variable something. This would crash the game, or it would be omitted from the failsafe as a failsafe if Yanfly has it as a failsafe. So we're not going to do that, but we're going to put number fishing poles remaining. So at the beginning of this, after the change items, if there is a change items, we're going to control a variable. We can do that right here. Control a variable. And this variable is going to use fishing pole count. We're going to create a new one. And we'll set it to the game data of how many fishing poles the party has. So the party has that many fishing poles, whatever stored in value 39, variable 39. So we'll update this and we'll say variable 39 fishing poles remaining. Yeah. That should work. Resets the timer. It's important to store that value after you remove the fishing pole. Otherwise, it'll remove it and then, or it'll store the value. Say you have like 17 left, and then it takes one. You actually have 16 left, and it'll say you have 17 left. So you do that afterwards. I think that would be a good update. The only thing we could add now that would be different from that is currently different from the pickaxe system thing is a pause timer. But I don't think we really need to make a pause timer because there's nothing else you're going to do with your pickaxes. I included a pause timer on the quarry and mines because maybe you don't want to spend your pickaxes in the mines, you want to spend them in the quarry, or vice versa. Rin says, I installed the game, got to the beginning beach, opened the skill system, stared into infinity for 4 minutes, and then uninstall. It's definitely for the hardcore Diablo 2 players who like wanted Diablo 3 to be like that. And it's a very different and interesting system. And some people, it's just like, whoa, I don't have time for that. It's just too much to think about. But for those other people, it's very like in-depth, and it's there to keep you occupied for a good amount of time. Kerbal Space Program, that's a great game. World of Warcraft, I haven't played that in a long time. I played that for a year when the vanilla version came out. And then I went back almost every expansion for like 1 month, and then I gave up after a couple weeks. So I stopped buying the expansions and I gave up on it eventually. But I know a lot of people love that game, obviously. That wasn't the MMO for me. I had a real bad addiction to Final Fantasy XI. That was the MMO that had me for a long time. And then I played 14 for a while too, but nowhere near to what I invested into 11. Oh my god, that game. At one point, I wanted to host a private 11 server, but I'm like, well, they're just going to send me a cease and desist, and it's extremely expensive, and the code is a big mess, and I'd be just guessing for the most part. So I was like, you know what, that's probably a bad idea. It's probably a bad idea. Put elements of Kerbal Space Program into RPG Maker MV? That'd be interesting. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for this stream. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it, everybody. You guys are fantastic. If you would like to support what I do, you could back me on patreon.com/driftwoodgaming. You can follow me on twitch.tv/driftwoodgaming. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're interested. Like this video if you do like these live streams. Follow me on Twitter. I am at driftwoodgaming. We kind of went all over the place today, right? We had a lot of various conversations. It's Friday. I wanted to chill and kind of take it easy. We did Horror Veil, the second part of the first impression. So, thank you guys so much for coming to this. I really appreciate it, coming to the stream and hanging out and chilling with me on Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Get some restorative sleep. Take it easy. And we'll see you guys on Monday. Work on your projects if you want to. If you're taking a break, take a break. Oh yeah, I'll definitely play some Path. I play Path a little bit. Every day, a little bit every... I'm on Standard. I have a Delve character, but it's really low level. T and I like to team up and smash maps in Standard. Yeah, message me on Discord if you're interested in joining our guild. It's very, very low key. We're not... See ya, Sugar Zuzu. Well, Steve, thanks for coming. Docweez, Star Mage, Pizza, Ren Phoenix. All you guys are awesome. Heartless. Have a good weekend, guys. Royal, have fun. Catrick, Master Stackman, Charzanico, Path of the Stream, K. Zayman, Demon Master. All those I missed. Master Stackman. All of you. You guys are great. You guys are great. I do need to test the fishing system very quickly. We need to give the players some fishing poles at some point. Let's set that up real quick before I forget, because I'll forget. I'm like, why doesn't the fishing thing work? Well, you didn't give the player fishing poles. Fishing poles. Let's start us with, I don't know, 20. Not 10 will work because it's low. That's like 50 fish we'll be able to get. Also need to add them to the sellable loot. The merchant. Random loot merchant. Alright, I'm done for the weekend. That's it. We didn't do a sprite today, but we had to do a first impression, so we'll maybe do one tomorrow. Because A-Sprite's They're quick. I can do them like a minute sometimes. I'll put on the perspective lock and then just draw circles. Guys, I gotta go. Love you guys. See ya on Monday. I stream Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time. Tune in. Monday, we're gonna work more on the project and do lots of different stuff. Bye, guys. Hit that notification bell. Whoa, my God. The detail. Oh no, you can see my gray hair. Bye, guys.